Right, okay. Thrice candy, Duolo candy, and Thwomp candy. I'm gonna get the thrice candy. For obvious reasons. Alright. We do have a 2v2. Is it gonna give us that one new minigame that we're yet to play? Yes. Booting Gallery. Let me just mark it off. Okay, there we go. Make your way through the house exterminating red boos. The first team to defeat the red boo in the basement wins. Teamwork tip. When facing several red boos, focus on a different side of the field than your partner. Easy to say if you are not teamed up with an AI. You aim and basically press A or B to shoot. Simple as that. Alright. So far so good. Toad, you're hitting the gate. In fact, while I'm actually doing this, I can honestly say, like, since today is actually the release of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, I actually pre-ordered it on the internet from a store called Argos, because they were selling it for £5 cheaper than what they were selling it on my local game store. And because I pre-ordered it, obviously you get a steelbook. It also gave me a keychain, but it also gave me a poster as well. I'm not sure if you've actually seen the poster of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, but what it is, it just shows Link sat on his Crimson Loftwing, going around Skyloft, but they have the atmosphere in a cervical design. So it's like, you see how we're currently stood right now? It's all flat. Imagine that they're stood like that right now, but it's all curved. Like the bottom layering is curved, where the middle divots further down than the edges do. That's basically how the design looks. And I think that's kind of trying to make it a perspective based on the fact that you're trying to look up to the sky. So you... Okay, that was weird. I actually heard something then, and then when Mario used that twice candy or thrice candy or whatever it was, it kind of gave the impression that something popped. But I don't have any lights turned on or something. Wow, he's selling the Slogo candy. Good idea, Mario. Truly. But yeah, I don't know if it's like on a vertical base looking upwards. So it's like it's looking diagonally upwards, or what. It's hard to tell. But the picture does look like it could have done with something a bit better. It's still nice looking, don't get me wrong. But all I can see is a dark sky on the very top, clouds in the center, the surface barrier, or sorry, the cloud barrier between the surface and the sky world, a couple of floating platforms or floating islands, and Skyloft, with a couple of loft wings flying in the background. That's it. Right, 4, 6, and 6. Okay. Once again, 6 being the most common number I roll, it seems. Yeah, I'll buy another candy. Increase my shopping stock, considering I nearly lost last time because of that. Do I dare go for the twice candy considering what I rolled last time? I mean, to be fair, the dual candy would be the exact same thing. We do need to see more duel minigames, don't get me wrong. But whatever the case, I missed the happening space where it makes me lose 5. So once again, I was about to land on a happening space which would allow me to get past the top of the train really fast, but I miss it by 1 space. Oh, it looks like we might have another 2v2, or maybe a 1v3, or maybe a battle minigame. Yeah, battle minigame! We've only got 1 battle minigame left to play, which is also known to be a duel minigame at the same time. And I do hope we get it. Because so far we keep getting Saucer Swarm and Glacial Meltdown. We are gonna get it. Nice. We played every single battle minigame now. We've played every single 1v3, and we've also played every single 2v2. There's a crap ton of duel minigames we've yet to play, and there's 1 4-player minigame we've yet to play. Shoot 5 falling cards to get the highest score. Some cards have face values, others have multipliers. So the face values are basically 0, 10, 30, and 50, and the multipliers are either ×2 or ×0. Shoot high face value cards, then gun for multipliers, but don't shoot the ×0 cards, they'll zero out your score. And I think you know the control in this one because it's exactly the same as Booty and Gallery. The best thing you can honestly do with this is make sure your first card is a 50 and then either go for a 50 on the second card or just go for 4 ×2 cards in a row. Take your time though, but don't take too long. Right, that's a ×2 immediately. So let's say 50 ×2 ×2 ×2 ×2. See, there we go. I'm done immediately. The AI, they will just shoot whichever card they fancy. The highest points you can ever score in this minigame is 800. So look at that. Toad got 50 ×2, 50, 50 ×2. If he got 50, 50 ×2 ×2, 50, he would have got 450 and tied with Dry Bones. I said, Mario, sorry. Or, if he got 50, 50, 50 ×2 ×2, he would have got 600 and got second place. Okay, Mario is unfortunately missing the star. In fact, if that battle minigame didn't happen, Mario, I believe, might have actually had enough coins for the star. I could be wrong, but that is what I'm willing to believe. Right, Drivers got... Oh, here we go. This is the happening space we're on about. Very hard AI will know where the culprit is all the time. Suspect is Mouse. Okay, we know where Mouse is, but does Dry Bones know? Answer is yes, he does. And when you found the culprit, these characters will change places. So you will need to follow where they are again. Right, so Bandit is now in Toad's cart, which is one after the kitchen. Uh-oh. Thank heavens for Mario that he did his move before Toad did his. I wish I got to read Bowser's text, but unfortunately, because it's AI programmed, yeah. Do you know what? Might as well. Because Toad is actually on his way to meet Bowser, and I'm more than 20 spaces away from Bowser. Nine and 8. So let me get this straight. I used the twice candy to try and get Donkey Kong, and it gives me a 1 and a 4. But when Bowser is in front, it gives me a 9 and an 8. Clearly Nintendo loves doing things against my will. So it's like when I play Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Because at the moment, I am doing something known as a reversed Nuzlocke. For those who don't know what I'm on about is that the famous YouTuber known as A-Drive, he did a Let's Play of a ROM hack of Pokemon Sword that was called Pokemon Shining Sword, but he was also doing a bug lock. And the majority of Pokemon that were found in the game, they were given an alternate look to their design. And yet, once again, it put the orange where I told it not to go. There we go. Finally, I got one on the board. Wow, it's literally the exact same design. There we go. I finally win that minigame after so long. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Grookey was given a bug-type look. There was a bug-type Eevee evolution. There was a bug-type form of Drapion. There was a bug-steel form of Shuckle. And I believe there were other Pokemon as well, but I can't think of all of them. He was basically doing a bug-type Nuzlocke to try and become a bug-type gym leader. And because I saw him doing that, it inspired me to try one for myself. So what I did was, I downloaded this wheel known as... I downloaded this app on my iPhone known to be called Spin the Wheel. And I created a wheel where it shows every single Pokemon game that I commonly play, being Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Let's Go Eevee. I would count Let's Go Pikachu, but unfortunately... Okay. But yeah, I create, so like I said, the games I have, I would do Let's Go Pikachu, but my Nintendo Switch is having problems letting me play the game, so I could only do Let's Go Eevee, and of course I do have Pokemon Sword and Shield as well. I'm going to use my bit size candy. I'm probably going to roll a 2, knowing me. Nope, I rolled a 9. Nice. If I rolled a perfect 10, I would have got the DK space, actually. But I'm alright with that. But yeah, those are all the games I'm actually saying. Technically, I probably could do Pokemon Emerald as well. But I did actually try a Nuzlocke on Pokemon Emerald, and it didn't seem too easy for me to do, based on the fact that I was very limited about the Pokemon typings I could find. So like, say for example, the Dragon type. The very first Dragon type I believe I could technically find would have been Swablu's evolution Altaria, found in Route 114. So I decided to leave Pokemon Emerald out, and focus mainly on Gen 4 onwards. I was about to do a punch in because I thought I had that in the bag. But it gave Toad's punch a priority over mine. But yeah, what I'm actually doing is I'm spinning a wheel to randomly pick one of those games between Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, all the way to Sword and Shield. And whichever game I get, that's what I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke on. But I'm also going to be forced to use one of 18 types. Except in Gen 4 and Gen 5 of Fairy, because Fairy wasn't introduced until Generation 6. So if I got a Fairy type Nuzlocke on Pokemon Black or Black 2 or whatever, I wouldn't do that Nuzlocke. I would reshuffle the type, not the game. And at the moment, I am doing a reversed Nuzlocke on Let's Go Eevee. Now, the reasoning why I decided to do a reversed Nuzlocke is because, same case implying about very limited Pokemon typings. If I was to, once again, Dragon type as an example, if I was given the Dragon type as an example to be the type I'm going to be using for the Nuzlocke, that means the only Pokemon I would be able to use would be Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, unless I make an exception of using Gyarados, Seadra, and Charizard because Lance uses them. Because they technically look like dragons, even though they aren't actually dragons. Seriously? That's the second time in a row passing this shop I've got a Twice Candy, Dorlo Candy, or Thwomp Candy. But yeah. So if I was to say I was given a Dragon type, I would be forced to use only Dragon types, meaning I would only get to use one evolution family in the entire game. And the only problem is, Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite are not found until after you've obtained Sea Skim, which is in the town where the 5th gym is. Meaning I would have to miss using a Dragon type on 4 of the 8 gyms. That's why I came up with the idea of a reverse type Nuzlocke, where if I get given a type, I can use every single Pokemon as long as they are not the type that I was given. So, I was given the Grass type. So that means I get to use every single Pokemon who is not a Grass type. I probably would recommend you guys doing it yourself, like trying out a challenge where you have to use only one type Pokemon, unless you are doing Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and you decide to do it in reverse order. Go and Dry Bones. Right, move out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing this two-handed because, as you can see, I managed to pick up the carrots way easier than I did the first time. Because I moved to the carrot, and then I suddenly had Waluigi turn away when I let go of the D-pad for no reason. Right, I believe it's starting to get dark outside, like the sun's coming down. I'll have a look at my blind. Okay, yeah. It is currently sunset. The reason why I'm checking is because I need to make sure that both of my cats are in, and only one of them is at the minute. I did have the other one in the house at the time, like 1 hour ago, but she wanted to go back out because it was still daylight outside, and I thought, no, I want you to stay in, but she really wanted to go back out, and I thought, okay. It's not going to be fair on you if you stay inside the rest of the day and the other one is still outside, so I'll let you go back outside. And that was a big mistake. Right, Tribones wanted to get a 2, he rolled it 1 too late. He wanted that DK space. Right, at this rate, Toad is going to be the red star because he's landing on a red space almost every turn. Right. Yeah, drivers want to land on a DK space because he's literally close to the space. Because I was actually one space away from getting it, but this cart was one space away from actually getting the star, and it cost me. 8. Oh, I thought I got 8-8. Yeah, I'll buy something. Of course. What is your obsession with Thwomp Candy and Dolo Candy? I don't need them. But fine. If you actually want me to buy something, I'll get the Thwomp Candy. One v3. Let me guess. It's going to be the snowball one. Is it? Nope. Power trip. Alright.